Hey, what up, guys? Vigo back with another video and talk about what's in the title, whether it's up or down below. But before all that, also is the title. I got a massive manga, guess on a review, like collection review. I guess my massive manga picks for this. I guess near end of the month. So it's gonna be a lot. So let me get into it. So for comics, first off, because I always have my comic picks, just for this end of the month. Not too much is obviously because Corona stuff has been dying down and everything. COVID-19. But that is, I just picked up Vampirilla. His Vengeance and then that Rid of Vampirilla. This is issue 15, and Vengeance is issue 12. Last two issues of 14 and 12 kind of were very lackluster, but they did change writers again, so I kind of picked it right back up. Maybe it's because that guy was working on Swords of Sorrow, or whatever that, or Six Chastity, whatever. It was some new relevant, but it was kind of like, in my personal opinion, I didn't think it was that great. But definitely it picks right back up. So I always continue reading. That's really the only comic I'm reading. Now, as far as mangas, there's a lot I'm reading and I'm gonna read. And because I am a physical collector, so with vinyls and other stuff, I figured I'd showcase some of my stuff as far as like picks, what I think. Just trying to get back to the community as a comic and manga fan. Don't get me wrong, I am reading actual literature. Like I gotta read all my history books and other stuff. Like I was trying to read Disaster Artist, and a couple other books you want to check out, but it's kind of just my leisure reading. Because I work at a job where I'm just by myself a lot of times, and I have a lot of downtime sometimes. Probably should exercise more. I know I'm ranting, but even as animes, I know it's just a thing to collect. Um, but yeah, I was like, maybe I have a problem. Anywho, um, I picked up from Blu-ray Jungle de Uka. It's very old school 80s etchy. It was very cheap. It was Black Friday sale at half price. I picked it up, figured by Anime Work Studios. It's very just comical and one. I think it's only like two episodes, or it's only a couple episodes. It's 90 minutes. It's like only a couple episodes, but it's very comical and funny. It's very classic. That's Jungle de Ichiku. Now mangas, I guess I go. I was like, I finished reading first. We have, which I thought was a hentai. This one is Succubus High. Just we're gonna harem. The guy dealing with succubuses. If you're into like a good, very lewd, etchy harem, check it out. It's fun reading. I picked it up because it's always hard to find. They probably could discontinue because they're harder to find. But I know they got a spin-off, but that is No Game No Life, Volume 2 of the manga, not the actual visual novel. Um, I never actually read the light novel or visual novel, but I've heard it's pretty good too. I want to read Hagen the light novel someday because I heard it's good. I read Battle Royale when I was younger. Um, so always check out. We got Yokai Watches Volume 3. It continues the funny adventures with the yokai girls and everything. Um, I don't know if I reviewed this already on this channel, but or talked about it. But definitely, if you're in like uh, particularly Volume 3, so I apologize if I talk about it already. But then it continues their mode. Ghost Adventure is very edgy and funny, and I'm curious to see how this will all wrap up in the end. I know there's like issue 12. There's a lot of issues already. I'm still playing catch up with it. But let me check it out from there. Then we got a new one I just started. It's been out for a while, which I'm kind of interested. As promised, I have very similar prison school vibes, which I get some more detail on my podcast. You can always check out on my channel. That is Prison School. Not Prison School, my bad. Destiny Love Mistaken. It has very similar um, Prison School vibes. I don't want to get too much indefinite, but definitely check it out if you're a fan of Prison School because it has some of those same themes and vibes. It seems like something out the way they end Volume 1 kind of with a cliffhanger is like, well, what's really going on in this world? So definitely check out if you're into that, stuff. Then we got Volume 2. I think 3 just came out. I couldn't find it though because I just picked up a bunch. Volume 2 of Peter Grill and the Philosopher's Time. She continues Peter Grill's, stories as he's very weak. We get obviously an Orc Grill. He's very piggish and, pretty looking. Not like we would think how Orc girls look. That's kind of the funny debate. If you just love some Orc, girls, this is the issue for you as Peter Grill, volume 13, as you can see. Um, what else do we got? I got one other comic pick, which technically has kind of my style, but as My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. What volume is this? Volume 6. It's kind of like miscellaneous versions. I'm still in the midst of reading it. with Trixie, as you can see, Rarity, Fluttershy, Apple Bloom. My bad, Applejack. Is it Apple Bloom? Sweetie Bloom? I think it's Apple Bloom. I can't remember. Like they continue the adventures and kind of say, like, how team up with Trixie and there's a big mastery. I'm a brony, everyone knows about me, so it's always fun to read about it. Um, what other manga picks we got? Again, I apologize if I reviewed this already, but because I'm getting like how long it's been a long video. Love Rue Volume 7 and 8 continues in a wacky, edgy videos, because I love me wacky, edgy comedies. I've been reading this between classes when I'm not doing homework. So I'm almost done with this. So then I'll see if I can get other videos. And now I'll to Love Rue Darkness. Which also a very classical kind of not really harem. It's a love edgy comedy story. Is Yutsura Yatsura. I know you can find the paperback issues classic now. This is volume 3. But a lot of people know as her as Luma, the main character. That's just her variant. She usually has like green hair, but it's all arts to her. She is the creator of Inuyasha, around one half. A new series. She's done a lot, but this was one of her. I think this was her first series. Or she had like one other prior series, but this is one of her very first projects. So it's cool they re-released it, and the big ones, and it's kind of cool, like how to bigger it, as you can see the most mangas. Um, then we got Vario. This is all beat up. I found it used online. So it's like I got it for like a penny, but there's Mayu-chan. This if volume 2. Tell me about, as you can see, it's very thick. It's by the guy that made Love Hina Chusuma, whatever his name is. Sorry if I messed up the names in the Japanese. But it's just very cutesy anime girls batting military monsters and military tanks. So it's very cutesy. There's some etchy moments between like some of the older teens, but it's very fun. There's only made 2. I reviewed the other one on my past videos as well on my podcast, I believe, which you can listen to. But I never look forward to wrapping this up and listening to this. Um, only a couple more mangas, and I just picked these up today because these are new mangas to me. Uh, we have Kina Fighters Volume 4, The New Beginning. This continues the story of Kina Fighters as it develops in the video games and outside the lore, manga form. They made a couple movies. There's been other mangas. This is the one we got America over with 7 Seas. So this is converted to, as you can see, Thena, one of my mains, is on the back. I am excited about Kina Fighters. We just got a teaser for it. So Go is a big fighting game into Kina Fighters. So if you're a fan of Kina Fighters, then we pick up the read. It's not really nothing new. It's just kind of continuing the story of what happened canonically. So I kind of always quote stuff that may not be for everyone, but I definitely recommend it. And now I'm rambling because I'm 8 minute mark and trying to hurry up. Then we got Galgo Horn, Volume 5. Again, if you're just into like edgy tan girls, cooking, and comedy, definitely pick it up. I am a little worried how it's gonna end, which I expressed, because there's kind of some weird tendencies between the teacher. So I hope it doesn't end the way I think it's gonna end, but I will read and find out. But then we pick up reading into that kind of thing. And we got when this legendary creator of the Gantz, I forget his name, Hiroko Oki or whatever his name is, the guy that created Gantz and this stuff, but his Gigant, his new series about giant women, and it's lewd and mysterious, and it's just like anything he does, very lewd, mysterious aliens, and like what's really going on. I don't think this has any actual connection to Gantz besides the name time in it, but we'll find out. Um, I have a hate and love relationship with Gantz, so it was so long; it takes forever to get into. They changed kind of the dynamic there in the middle story, but if you're into that thing, check out his new series. It's also very edgy. Um, and they got a new one just never read, never heard about. The theme and the way it looked interesting to me, and that is How to Train Your Devil. Now I haven't actually read this yet, so I don't know what's about, but it looks interesting, and it kind of has like some of the similar vibes of Demon Lord on the Floor. So I'm kind of curious about it. If volume 1 ends up just bricking or second, in my opinion, I just won't continue with it. But yeah. One other one I got before I get to my topic on this long video is U of H UQ 517 continuous Vedder with Nejima's I guess great grandson, and how they're gonna fight Nejima, what's going on in the war and everything. again, I'm not. This is having a lot of like bad tendencies in Nejima, so I'm kind of curious. I'm kind of like, I don't know if this is gonna end well or like one video was gonna make me just totally like fuck this guy because someone brought up. I know I brought up other videos, but like brought up a opinion what do you think the main story is and what the author's trying to say, and I was like, I don't know if I necessarily agree with that, but I can't really say necessarily pick this up. I'm just invested. But if you're into the Nejima universe and you want to know more about that universe, because it ended I think in volume 30 or something, 38. I don't know. I have like all of them. I have to look. But this is volume 17, so I'm continuing reading that again, trying to catch up with that. I don't know if this is gonna end well, or if I can say this is a good manga, or you should pick it up. But if you're interested in, like I said, in Najima, pick it up. Look into it. But it could be like, I'm not, because I'm kind of lukewarm. I don't really like it so far, but I'm here to keep reading it. So that's pretty much it as far as my manga and comic picks. I know this was 11-minute video. I'll make this real short as far as what the title is. So I've been watching a lot of Austin Eruption videos and was other YouTubers, and I get he's very knowledgeable about stuff. Um, but like Rotten Tomatoes, and this is just my opinion, my personal opinion. Everyone's entitled to their personal opinion, whether you're right or wrong. You know, um, but I just feel like for a guy of his caliber that has a big following now, and like I've watched like pretty much all his videos. I will not subscribe. That's besides the point. But every time I watch a video, I'm like, oh, he's very knowledgeable and knows a lot of stuff. But he will just shit on stuff constantly, whether it's good or bad. And I kind of feel like he's very opinionated in it, and like I just kind of have a little bit of beef with that. So, and I feel like that's a common thread we're seeing more with YouTubers. Like if I was to pick some, obviously Doug Walker's an easy topic. Angry video game nerd. Um, Average Joe, Angry Joe. Um, Andy, what's his face that reviews music. I never want to come off like that. Like I said, even with the Ninja thing, like we're like, hey, I'm a know-it-all, and this is my opinion, and this is why it sucks, and these are the reasons. Because I don't feel like that's what a review or critique should be. Although critics are like that and reviewers are like that, but that's just how I guess I kind of always, and I just want to put that out there because some people are like, well, like I don't obviously have a big following. I'm low budget. I would love to make money at this and and do this and have a higher budget, and more team and get more in depth and the editing and stuff. But I just don't have that there, and I'm not that guy. I just want to give back to, and I've talked about this in the core of what my first video was about. When I first started, I wanted to start a video YouTube channel about, okay, this is what I think. Because I listened to thousands of podcasts, thousands of YouTube videos, read thousands of books, comics, everything. And I'd be like, well, they left this out. And I never talk about that. And I feel that a lot with Austin Erupta and like Austin Eruption, whatever his name is. But and other YouTubers. And there is YouTubers I do like to like. Although I don't agree with them all the time, I am a follower of Pan Beats and Rebel Taxi, and I'm also a follower of Nearest Q because despite his, people don't like him, but I kind of agree with some of his reasoning. Um, it could just be angsty things. I mean, I guess we're all angsty in a way. But I just want to put that out there, as far as I might get some heat for this. I've been thinking about that a lot lately, and it's been on my mind, as because I've been like I never been a huge YouTuber, but I've been in YouTube community since like YouTube has kind of like been a startup. I didn't start my channel until like 2 years after YouTube kind of became big, because for obvious reasons. But I just wanted to get that out there. I know I kind of rambled, and if that makes sense, I hope. I just had to get this video out there because that's been back in my mind in classes and trying to lose weight, working out and stuff. But yeah, this is 14-minute mark. Before video go sign off. Check out my podcast. Now let me know what you guys think as far as feedback, as far as like on manga picks, and I guess my opinion. Next time, guys. You guys take care. Go on to peace.